Yeah. Okay. Hello. How are you? Hey guys, how are you? This is Enrique Seijas with Matilde Cigars. First of all, thank you for being part of Standard and Twain. Kellen asked me to talk a little bit about the cigars that we will have in this month's sampler, which is our limited exposure number 1. This is right here. So, limited exposure number 1 is a project that we started a few years ago, and it's a cigar that we are making with Tabacalera Isla, my good friend Ostos Fernandez. When he set up his factory, I knew at some point I was going to do a cigar with him, and that's how limited exposure came along. The name limited exposure is because we have 2 lines, which we do in batch productions once a year. So there's only a production done once a year, and once those are out, we have a set group of accounts that have them. We dispatch them, you guys smoke them, and then next year we make another one. These cigars are 100% Dominican filler. It has 3 types of Dominican filler, Piloto, HVA, and Criolla, I believe. Has a Dominican binder and is wrapped with a beautiful San Andrean wrapper, so Mexican wrapper. We blended it to be a medium-bodied cigar, a lot of flavor, nice sweetness to it. I'm actually smoking our prototype. It was a prototype prototype cigar. It was the first release when we started in 2021 with this project. And we now have the Toro, which is what you have, and the Lancel 42x6. So if you can enjoy it, you can actually find it in other stores, right? Kellen also asked us to talk a little bit about Matilde. So Matilde, for those that you don't know about the brand, hopefully you all do. It's a cigar company which was founded by my father, Jose Seijas, and myself. My father has been in the industry since 1974. He started as an industrial engineer and built his way up to being the VP of Operations and Master Blender for a factory called Tabacalera de Garcia. So from 1984 to his retirement from that company, corporate, in 2011, he managed the manufacturing and distribution, manufacturing and blending, not distribution, sorry about that, for Altitus USA. So Montes, Romeos, H. Upman, Santa Damiana. There's a few cigars with his name, Jose Seijas, Mi Dominicana by Jose Seijas. He basically, that was his life's work. So I'm sure everybody knows his work, you love it or hate it. And that's how we started in the cigar industry. Matilde started as my dad's retirement project and my way to keep in the industry. It's an old brand. It was actually founded in 1876 by Simeon Mencía in Santiago de los Caballeros. And we wanted to pay homage to our country in some sort of way. So we had a historian looking at different brands that were Dominican but not there anymore. And we came along Matilde. So we decided to revive Matilde. We created our first line, Renacer, and then after that we created a few other lines, the Oscura, which is a Maduro, Serena, which is our Connecticut mild cigar. We have a box press called Colorata, and now limited exposure cigars. We manufacture with 2 companies, Tabacalera Isla, where we do our limited exposure project, and Tabacalera Palma, where we do our core lines. And that's Matilde in a nutshell. We blend for cigars to be medium in strength, a lot of flavor, as we always look for flavor, not that much of a strength. And we just love making cigars. It's something that I was born doing. I was born walking around the factory. My dad just had it for sheer coincidence, but we enjoyed it very much. I enjoyed it very much, so I wanted to keep in the industry, and now I'm here with Matilde, right? So another question that Kellen asked us to talk about was the advantage of a blind tasting. When Kellen contacted me about this, I loved the idea because I like to describe cigars in 2 ways. You have the subjective side and the objective side, right? Objectivity is that the cigar is well constructed. It tastes the same every single time. It has a good draw. It burns well. That's objective. That's something that you really can't say it's good or if it's bad. Then the subjective part is what you love, what you like, what you're exposed to. And as we all know, subjective has a lot to do with the brain. And when you're smoking a cigar without a band, you have nothing to compare it with. But I guess to wrapper. So I like Maduro, I like Connecticut, that's different. But then when you don't have that cigar band on it, it's just a clean slate. You just smoke the cigar, enjoy it, without having any expectations, but that it's a cigar that you're going to enjoy. And I think it's a beautiful way to experience the cigar fully without having expectations. If you love it, you love it. If you didn't, you didn't. But you are 100% sure it has nothing to do with a cigar band, the brand, how it looked. It's just a cigar that you enjoyed. Anyways, that's me, Enrique Seijas, my opinion. Matilde Cigars. Thanks for choosing Standard at Twain. Enjoy the Matilde limited exposure. And until next time.